Hi guys, welcome to a Bad Fanfic Podcast where we are reading through some very bad fan fiction, starting with My Immortal, the classic Harry Potter fanfic. I'm Rebecca Kaplan, New York-based comedian. We're joined by Kelly. You want to introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Kelly Bachman. I guess I'm the guest of the day. Everyone else is a host of the show.
Yeah, we're all always here.
Yes.
We live here.
I am not up to date on the fan fiction, but I did read one Harry Potter fan fiction actually in high school. And it was after I finished the last book, I wasn't happy with the ending. And I read a fan fiction of a different ending. And I actually tricked myself into forgetting the original Harry Potter because I wanted to accept the new ending as canon.
Oh, it was that good.
And
wow.
I accepted it so much that I ended up getting in a big fight with my friend. Or not fight, but like an argument about my insisting that the fake Harry Potter ending was true.
What was the fake ending?
See, now I'm not sure whether it's the real one or the
You
fake
don't
one.
even
I'm
know
about
what
to
you
say.
thought about.
Wait, in the real one, do the brothers, they open a magic shop, right?
One of them dies. Wait, which brothers?
Yeah, oh my god.
The Weasley brothers
Spoiler alert.
that live
Yeah,
open a magic shop.
Fred and George. Open
Yeah,
a magic
they do.
shop. Yes.
But one of them died.
Yeah.
But they open a magic shop in like book 5 called Weasley's Wizard
I thought-
Wheezes.
But then Ron starts working there.
In real life or fake life?
I actually don't know if Ron works there. And
I don't think he cares about the shop. He's like, I'm gonna hang with Harry.
Okay, well, in the fake ending, he starts working there.
okay.
And
Yeah, I can't remember what happens to Ron. I think he might become a cop like Harry
Oh.
Potter.
yeah, they both become Aurors.
Yeah, which is a wizard cop.
Wait, that's the real ending?
Yeah, Harry becomes a cop.
They become like narcs?
Yeah.
After all the delinquency? All the...
Yeah, what hypocrites.
Wow. Hello, Fanfic Podcast listeners and watchers. It's Amanda Lynn Baez, a comedian here and Chud City producer.
I'm Arielle Dundas, also a comedian, and the books were really important to me, but I never got into the sequels or whatever, so I don't know that much about them as middle-aged people. I just know that Harry is a cop, for sure.
It sucks.
Yeah.
It's awful to hear that.
Laura.
Hi. I'm Laura Merli. My relationship with Harry Potter is I did read all the books when I was younger, but I didn't watch the movies because they just didn't sit right with me. And I have a really bad memory, so I don't know what happened in Harry Potter.
I know there's been a lot of fan fiction lately that's getting revenge against J.K. Rowling and having introducing new characters that are transgender or making old characters come out. And
So this was written in 2006.
so this is original. This is more like Lupin comes back to life and has sex with Sirius Black, who also comes back to life.
This is
Yes.
Kind of
this
category.
was before even Lupin had died. I think this is before the last 2 books came out.
Okay.
And it has actually very little to do with the books. It's so it's a goth retelling. So Harry is going by vampire now.
Okay.
The main character is a vampire. We're not sure if Harry is a vampire
Or if he's just
is
cosplaying
playing
as a vampire.
He's
Okay.
in Slytherin. Hermione is in Slytherin now. She's going by Bloody Mary.
So this is Twilight era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fan fiction.
Yeah.
And there's a hot topic in Hogsmeade. The main character, N.O.B. Ebony, is who is a vampire, is in love with Draco, who used to date Harry.
Okay.
And she's a little homophobic, but also fetishizes bisexual men.
She has a complex relationship with sexuality.
Yeah. And now because she's so hot, she has to go back in time to
So do we
seduce
feel like maybe
Voldemort.
she is the author? Is the author seeing themselves in this character?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
for
100%.
sure.
I think every once in a while she says I instead of
Right.
Ebony.
And in the last episode, she accidentally called the main character Tara. which is her
real name.
or her pen name, or the troll's name.
Yes.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
We can get your opinion when we're ready to wrap up on whether you think this is written by a troll or a 12-year-old child.
Okay.
It's a lot. So buckle up, kiddo.
Now I'm ready.
Also, for Kelly and anyone listening, potential trigger warning, we don't know what these pages have. Gonna give you guys a quick recap. Feel free to dive in, even if you missed our previous episodes. Where we left off, our protagonist, Ebony, sometimes called Enobi.
By accident, presumably.
Presumably.
Unless it's an elaborate troll.
She's been given a mission to go back in time and seduce Voldemort so that he gets too wrapped up in romance and doesn't want to kill Harry Potter anymore. All right, shall we begin?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
My ears are ready.
Chapter 31, author's note. I said, shut the fuck up, you queefs.
That's a new one. She hasn't said that yet.
Queefs.
She spelt it Quiephs. This is, stop calling Ebony a Mary Sue. Okay, you do not even know what's going to happen. Okay, so fuck you. Thanks to my BFF Raven for D-help. I always knew you were on Voldemort's side, you son of a bitch. Parenthesis, Buffy rocks.
Nice, I agree with that.
Yeah, Buffy does rock.
Is Bitka a Buffy
Wait,
reference?
who's on Buffy? Who's on Voldemort's side?
Who is she? We have no idea.
Sirius said to Snape.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, the parenthesis was mid-sentence before the... No, I'm not. I was teaching them something. Snap clammed. Oh, fucking yeah. I took some black Voldemort serum out of my pocket and gave it to Cerberus. Wait, what?
Well, so in the last chapter, Snape had tied up the children and was attempting to enact sexual violence on them, and apparently he's now claiming
that he was teaching them something.
Oh my god.
But what's Voldemort juice?
That I don't know.
She's making up stuff.
I guess we're gonna find out. He made Snap drink it. He did angrily. Then Luscious took out a tape recorder and started playing with it while he did curses on Snap. Then Professor Sinister, who we think is Professor Trelawney, and Lucian made us get out with them while Snape told his secrets.
Oh, so it's like truth serum.
It's Veritaserum.
Oh, okay.
Not Voldemort serum.
All right, Lucian took Vampire and Draco to the nurse after thanking me 1,000,000 times. Professor Trevelry took me to a dark room. Now I was going to go back in time to seduce Volksamort. Moving posters of MCR and Nirvana were all over. Hermione, Darkness, and Willow came too. Darkness was
No,
that's her
Darkness is
friend.
just her friend. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
And Willow is also just her friend.
Just her friend. Bloody Mary gave me a black bag from Tom Ridd's store, which is Hot Topic.
And Bloody Mary is Hermione.
Right. What's in the bag? I asked Professor Trevelry.
You will see, she said. I opened the bag. It was a sexy, tight, low smut, black leather gothic dress.
Oh.
It had red corset stuff, and there was a silt up the leg. I put it on. My friends helped me put on black fishnets and black pointy boots Willow had chosen.
I feel like you need help with the corset, not with the fishnets.
Yeah.
Willow and Darkness helped me put on black eyeliner, blood red lipstick. You look fucking kawaii, bitch. Bloody Mary said. Thanks, I said. Oh, now you're going back in time, said Professor Sinister. You will have to do it in a few sessions. She gave me a black gun.
Oh
my god.
I wasn't expecting a gun.
I put it in a strap on my fishnets, like in Resident Evil. Then she gave me a black time tuner. After an hour, I used a time turner to go back here. Professor Trevelry said. Then she and Bloody Mary put a pensive in front of me. Everyone went in front of it. Good luck! Everyone shooted. Darkness and Willow gave me death's touch sin.
What?
Then I jumped sexily
Bouncing on it.
into the pensive.
I'm guessing a pentagram, you think?
No, that's
I think
she
it's
actually
the thing.
Pensive is a thing you use to see into other people's memories.
Yeah.
But I don't. It's not a thing
Yeah,
you
don't really
use to
jump.
actually go back into time.
She's going into memories.
Okay.
Suddenly, I was in front of the school. In front of me was one of the sexiest goth guys I had ever seen.
And she's seen a lot.
Yeah.
He was wearing long black hair, kind of like Mikey Way, only black.
Who's Mikey Way?
I don't remember him.
Is it Mikey Day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I
that's
wish I
From what?
Like the comedian?
pull out my phone.
I don't know.
Wait, can I
Yeah.
ask a logistical question? Is she planning to like just fuck him one time and it's fuck him so good that he
That's what they made it sound like.
Yeah.
So good he'd never stop thinking about it.
right? Because she's not gonna stay with him for in a relationship in the
No.
past. All right.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
I have no idea. He had green eyes like Billy Joe Armstrong and pale white skin. He was wearing a black ripped up suit with Vans.
Oh.
It was Tom Bombadil!
What?
Chapter 32. Author's note.
Or
It's in the middle.
do we need
I
to
think
address?
it's okay because it's at the end.
Yeah, but Tom Bombadil is like a character from
Lord of the Rings.
from
Yes.
Lord of the Rings who like.
He's like a big hairy guy who the ring has no power over him, but he doesn't really care. He just kind of chills. He's like part bear.
And he's like in the
Right?
books, but not the movies, right? Because
Yeah.
Wait, and he's
a
in this?
classic
yeah.
I think
forgotten
He's a goth guy.
character in Lord of the
meant
Rings.
He's making a cameo?
Riddle.
I think she means Tom Riddle.
But that's a vote for me for troll though, because like that's too clever of a reference.
Yeah, that's very troll. And she's about to clear it up in the author's note, by the way.
Okay.
She says, I said stop flaming. I know his name isn't Tom Bombadil. That was a mistake. If you don't like the story, you can go screw yourself. You suck. Hi, I said flirtily. I'm Innaby Way, the new student. I shook my pale hands with their black nail polish with him. The name's Tom, he said, but you can call me Satan.
Hot.
That's my middle name. We shook hands. Well, come on, we have to go upstairs, Satan said. I followed him. Hey, Satan, do you happen to be a fan of Green Day?
This is like the 1940s, right? Like,
Oh, I
Right.
These girls. just
Well, she
not-
said in parentheses, since MCR and Evanescence don't exist yet. But
Green Day is so old.
yeah, that's true.
Oh my fucking God. How did you know? Satan gasped. Actually, I like GC a lot too. Parentheses. Get it? Because GC did that song, I Just Want to Live, that sounded really 80s. I guess since it sounded 80s, it transported itself back to the 80s and really existed then.
in the 40s.
She's bad at math. She's so bad.
Honestly relatable. I'm bad at math too.
Children are so bad at time. Like I was helping a kid once and I was like, what year did slavery end? And he told me 1969.
OMG, me too, I replied happily. Guess what? They have a concert in Hogsmeade, Satan whispered. Hogsmeade? I asked. Yeah, that's what they used to call it in these times before it became Hogsmeade in 2000. He told me skirtively. And there's a really cool shop called Hot Topic, I finished, happily again. He frowned confusingly. No, it's called Hot Issue. He smiled skirtively again. Then in 1998, they changed it to Hot Topic, he moaned.
What the fuck?
Oh,
Hot topic.
now everything was making sense to me. So is Dumbledore your princey pill? I shouted. Uh-huh. He looked at his black nails. I'm in Slytherin. OMFG SHME2, I shrieked. You go to this skull? Get it? 'Cause I'm gothic. He asked. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm new. I smelled happily. Suddenly, Dumbledore flew in on his broomstick and started shredding at us angrily. No talking in the halls. Wait, did they go inside? I thought they were outside.
They were definitely outside.
Yeah, okay. He had short blonde hair and was wearing a polo shirt from American Ogle Outfitters.
There's a prep. There's a prep.
Stupid goths. Satan rolled his eyes. His so mean to us goths and punks just because we're in Slytherin and we're not preps. I turned around angrily. Actually, I think maybe it's because you're the Bark Lord. WTF, he asked angrily. Oh, nothing, I said sweetly. Then suddenly, the floor opened. OMFG, no, I screamed as I fell down. Everyone looked at me weirdly.
Oh my fucking god, no!
Everybody needs to just chill.
Yeah.
Why are you
Everyone's
looking at
so
me?
mean to the goths and the punks.
Just
be
falling down
judging.
into this open chasm.
Yeah, what a weirdo.
Why are you paying attention to me?
Wait, what the fuck? Hey, where are you going? Satan asked as I fell.
To Hogsmeade.
I'm going to hell, silly.
Hogsman.
There's a hot topic down there.
Hot
Hot
issue.
issue. Oh my god, that's a good magazine name. I got out of the hole and it was back in the pensive in Professor Trevelry's classroom. Dumbledum was there. Why did you do that to him? Dumbledum was there. Dumbledore, I think I just met you, I said. Oh yeah, I remember that. With an A at the end of remember. Dumbledore said, trying to be all gothic. Sinister came in. Hey, this is my classroom. Wait, what the fuck? Enemy, what the hell are you doing? I looked at her. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What the hell? How? What are they forget? I'm so confused.
I don't know what's going on
I
right now.
screamed, forgetting she was a teacher for a second, but she's a goth, so it's okay. Professor Sinister looked sad. I was drinking Voldemort serum. She started to cry black tears of depression. Dumbledum didn't know about that. Hey, are you crying tears of blood? He asked curiously, touching a tear. Fuck off, we both said, and Dumbledum took his hand away. Professor Sinister started crying again in her chair, sobbing limpid tears. OMFG, Enemy. I think I'm addicted to Voldemort serum.
Addicted
It's
to the
so
truth.
good. Yeah.
Author's note. See you fucking preps, go fuck yourselves. That's Sirius-ism to go to hell.
Maybe that's Sirius is going to go to hell.
That's a serious issue to go to hell.
I love the idea that like somebody could be addicted to like the truth serum. Like that's their heroin.
Chapter 33. Another author's note. I said shut up. It's not my fault, okay? If you don't like the story, then you're a prep, so fuck you, flamers. P.S. I'm not updating up till you give me 5 good reviews. And this time, I meant it. You suck. Thanks, Raven, for the help. I'll promise to help you with your story, LOLs. Oh my fucking god. I shooted sadly. Should we get you to St. Manga's, bitch? Manga's, bitch?
St. Mungo's.
Oh,
is the
St.
hospital.
Yeah, that's right. Hell no, she said. Liz and Agagi. I need your help. Next time you go back in time, do you think you could ask Tom Anderson for some help?
Tom Anderson?
Anderson.
Oh, that guy that
I know.
was the guy from Lord of the Rings, but not really?
I think she means Tom.
Tom Riddle?
Yeah.
Sure, I said sadly. I went outside the door. Draco was there. He was wearing a big black GC t-shirt, which was his Panamas.
Hey, sexy, I said. How'd it go, Anobi? He asked, and his voice was so sexy and low, kind of like Gerard Way when he's talking. As opposed, I guess, is his voice high when he sings?
I think sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Fine, I responded. We started to go back into the dorm. How far did you go with Satan? Draco.
How did he know that he likes to be called Satan?
Yeah, interesting. But he doesn't know how far he went.
Yeah.
Also, didn't we establish that in this universe Voldemort is a prep?
Yeah, we did.
Well, maybe that's him in like Voldemort form, not when he's Tom Bombadil.
Yeah.
Maybe she has to go back in time and keep him a goth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, stop him from turning to a prep.
Okay. How far did you go with Satan? It actually says Draco asked jealousy. Not too, the number 2, far. LOL. I borked.
I abhor.
I guess barked, but it just says borked.
Barked.
But I also don't know why you would bark
Not
that.
too far.
Not too far. LOL. Will you have to do it with him? Draco asked angstily. I hope not too far. 111. I shouted angrily. Then I felt bad for shooting at him. I said sorry. We Frenched. What happened to Snipe? I growled. You will see. You will see. That was just me speaking badly. Draco giggled mistressly.
Oh.
He opened a door. Snap and Lumpkin was there.
Oh, God.
Sirius was pokering them by staging, I think stabbing, but staging them with a black knife. No, please. Lumpkin, he means Lupin, who's also a pedophile in this story. No, please, Lumpkin begged, as Sirius started to suck his blood. I laughed.
So Sirius is a vampire too?
Yes. This is
I don't think he
information.
was a vampire before.
He got turned.
Well, maybe when he got shot,
He became a vampire?
I guess. When he took the gun medicine. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay. No, please, Lumpkin begged as Sirius started to suck his blood. I laughed statistically. I don't know.
She laughed in the statistical average laugh
Yeah.
she gives.
I took some photons of him and Snap being torqued.
I think photos of him being tortured.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I know this is mean, but think about it, people. They are pedos, and Snap tried to rap them. And anyway, okay, it's sadist, but she spelled it Sadiztz. I think rock.
Sadists rock?
No, I think it's sadist. It's rock, but okay, sadists are okay. Has anyone seen Shark Attack 3? LOL.
What is
I
she
haven't
doing in
seen
the
that.
middle of the story talking about that?
Okay.
But I want to look it up.
Okay,
It sounds like a good movie.
like,
Do we know what Shark Attack 3 anyway?
No.
No.
I feel like it was like a very similar to like the Sharknado movies at the time, like
Yeah.
kind of a campy.
but was there a lot of torture
Gory
in a
movie.
Shark Attack?
You wouldn't think so. Sharks tend to not be big torturers. They're just chompers.
I don't think of sharks as sadists.
No.
Well, I think it's one of those silly escalation movies, but maybe the first movie was just a shark attack.
Shark Attack.
Or Shrek. Oh, wait, no.
Shrek
you
3.
It would be very funny if she was talking about Shrek 3.
I don't know.
Okay. We took some SUM of Snipe's blood then. Draco and I went back to our rooms. We sat on my Gothic black coffin, which has pink satin lining. We just know that from earlier. My clothes were kind of dritty. So I put on a black leather outfit thingy, kind of like the one Suline has in Underworld.
Underworld?
So, yeah, I guess there's a character whose name is kind of spelled like Suele.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, Underworld.
I think it's probably a video game.
It's like a vampire game. My mom had it. Okay. It's like a vampire zombie game movie.
Well, anyway, she in
Looks
a
like
parenthesis
her.
she says, if you haven't heard of it, then fuck you. So we're all sad.
No, I'm sad.
I remember kind of.
I put on some platform high heels.
Nice.
Darker put on some Desolation Livers.
That I don't even have a guess for.
What?
It's a song by My Chemical Romance. Desolation Lives.
Like put it on like music, not like clothing.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a piece of clothing.
No, it's definitely a song.
Like livers.
Desolation. It says. I'm gonna guess Desolation Lives. Den. ... We storted to take each other's clothes.
Oh.
I took off.
They put on a lot to take them back off.
I took off his shit.
Holy shit.
And he had a 6-pack. Lols.
Every time they have sex, she brings up a detail about his anatomy that was not established before.
That's true.
Yeah.
We started to mac out like in The Grudge.
The Grudge,
I don't remember
they're
making out in The
out.
Grudge.
Maybe she means like sucking face.
Oh.
Is there a scene in The Grudge where
Someone
like gets on
sucks
someone's face?
Their face into
Maybe
something.
that's like... No, that doesn't happen in those movies.
I don't think so.
I haven't seen The
I was
Grudge.
imagining like Alien or something.
I'm like, there is a lot of sex that happens in horror films, but I don't remember any sex in The Grudge.
He pot his wetness.
What?
I think she means weeness, but it says wetness, which
It's my new favorite term for male anatomy.
Wait, you think she meant weeness?
Yeah, I mean, unless,
What's
he's trans, I guess he pot his wetness in my you-know-what sexily.
You mean penis, right? Because isn't weenus like the piece of skin on your elbow? That's what I heard.
But that would be something like a funny kid would say in place of penis.
Oh, I see.
He pot his wetness.
Maybe.
It just says wetness in my you-know-what sexily.
Maybe it means his mouth. Maybe mouth.
Oh.
Like,
The wetness of his mouth.
Well, I mean, that would honestly make more sense because the next sentence is, I got an orgy. And that is a more realistic way to get an orgasm than what she has been describing lately. Oh, Draco 1111111. Oh, my fucking good Draco 11111. I screamed passively as he got
oh my god,
an erection.
Draco. Yeah, it has to be the mouth because he didn't have an erection yet.
Yeah.
Unless he just like really worked it in there.
Well, I love you. I love you, Ebery. She didn't say she loved you.
No.
But okay, putting it out there. He whispered sexily, and then we fell asleep. LOL. And that is the end of the chapter.
Oh, wow.
Okay. All right.
Incredible. Her going back in time was not as eventful as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're gonna go back in time to seduce someone, you have to stay there. You can't be like leaving
Pop
and
your
coming
face
back.
You can't have a casual conversation about Good Charlotte and then bounce.
And then just like keep showing up like every month or so. And be like,
do you remember there being this like YouTube series called like Dear Reader Harry Potter?
Oh,
No.
wizard, dear reader, wizard people.
Yes. Something like a lot of the kids that I grew up with, we thought was really funny, were these videos where this guy like dubs over all of the Harry Potters, but he like makes up a story for it, but he's like gives all the characters like made up names and changes the pronunciation, and he changes it like every scene. Mm-hmm. And he keeps changing the story, but it's also kind of following a thing. So he's a teenager, I think, but he's also joking.
Okay.
So
it's
maybe
like-
this is actually a parody of that parody.
Or maybe she's
Or, like-
12 but also joking.
Like-
Is this the possibility?
Yeah, like it seems like this person is trying to be funny, but also is a kid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because some of this is really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Tom Bombadil thing, and then like immediately afterward being like, I knew it wasn't Tom Bombadil. That like reminds me of that character. That reminds me of the stuff that I would have like thought was funny when I was a kid.
I mean, Tom Bombadil is like a pretty deep cut too.
But
right?
wasn't I know like at some point Stephen Colbert like went viral for like reciting that whole poem on something. What year did that happen in?
What poem?
The Tom Bombadil poem. There's a whole poem that Tom Bombadil like says.
And Tom Bombadil is very known in The Hobbit as well, which is like a lot
Easier
of
to
people like in their 30s grew up watching the Hobbit cartoon,
Yeah.
which does feature Tom Bombadil.
Wow, Kelly's providing a lot of
Wow, yeah.
references. That
Well,
we didn't-
and the reference of like I looked up that shark movie. It came out in 2002.
Okay.
So this person was already watching like PG-13 movies when they were
Yeah.
in 2002.
I think I'm back to thinking it's an authentic child because for the longest time I was on team this is a kid who wrote this, and then last episode things got crazy in a way where I felt like maybe it was written by a troll, but now I think I'm coming back around to team it's a real kid.
But I do think it's like, I think maybe we've been looking at this the wrong way, where we've had this dichotomy of like, it's either like a child or it's like a person who's like
Right.
faking it.
Yeah,
Whereas, like, I
either
think
it's super authentic or it's a complete joke, but maybe it is a child trying to be funny.
Right.
Yeah.
And they like, you know, when you're like a kid and you like know, you're like, oh, ha 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 ha, this is so funny that this is not how sex works, but you also don't know how sex actually works.
To ask Voldemort back in time if he knows who Green Day is, because Green Day is an ancient band. Like, that is a joke. Like,
Yeah.
because I feel like I remember that in like 2006. Like, I remember Green Day being viewed as ancient.
Yeah. And like she does say like get it about the Good Charlotte, because she's like get it because they have that one song.
Right.
That sounds like it's
it's
from the
from the
80s. So it went back and was.
Yeah.
When I think of like some people I know who are comedians now who used to write Harry Potter fan fiction, and it wasn't me.
We
Like,
still
Something about this feels so familiar to me, almost like a diary. And I feel endeared to this child.
we do really want to interview whoever this is. So if Tara, if you're out there watching this, maybe you're a comedian in New York
I hope they're
City.
thriving.
I
'cause
hope so too.
They seem like a funny kid.
If you are thriving, you're probably not a comedian in New York City.
Yeah. This literally reminds me of like in my AIM days. I remember me and my cousin, we made like a fake website, or it was a real website, but we would just put like what was our version at the time of just memes, and it was always like just us referencing stuff was the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of this feels like everything is a reference.
All good points that we haven't really discussed
But
yet.
look at Dear Wizard People.
Yeah. I've seen all of it. I think there were only 2 movies done, right?
Yeah.
It's really funny. I didn't realize it dated all the way back to 2006.
I thought it did, but maybe not.
Well, because it got
Yeah.
deleted and reposted, so it doesn't have the correct year on it. of
Oh,
the
yeah.
original.
But also, like, so much of millennial humor was saying things wrong.
Yeah, because I remember they used to, in those videos, he would call Snape Snap. Like,
Oh, I wonder if she's doing that on purpose.
and it would be like, Snap was furious, like, at the cribbage match. It would say, like, things like... I could see, like, a kid thinking that's hilarious and being like, I'm going to do my own version of that.
Also, like, understanding that it was funny and then, like, doing it too much. And then also, like, one of the points we've always had against it being a troll is that, like, for example, the, like, sequences where they, like, talk about the clothing are very uninteresting.
and very long.
Like,
Yeah.
she'll be like, and then, I put on a corset, and then my friend put on a corset, and then
I put on black nail polish.
And then I slipped.
I feel like
But
that's how I
didn't need
wrote.
foundation.
That's how I wrote in the
Yeah.
5th grade.
Yeah.
Yes, but that would be, they're genuinely just like interested in goth clothing to like add that part.
Remember there was this kid in my high school who like always said she was a vampire, and she would like always be writing all this vampire stuff and just being a vampire. One day I interviewed her. I said it was for the school newspaper, but really I just like I talked to her for several hours just trying to figure out if it was a bit.
Yeah.
I didn't share anything with anyone what she told me.
The article never came out.
I was never like oh, I'm gonna publish this and show how weird she I was genuinely like trying to figure out if she was kidding. Like she was saying all this stuff to me so seriously. But I was like, you have to be like, you're
you're not.
You're doing a joke.
Well, I do remember back in the day, there were some fear-mongering things in media about people who were real vampires who would go out and bite people and suck their blood.
The people now on like do you guys know about like shifting?
No.
I'm pretty sure it's a joke, but I don't know. Where they'll like claim they like shift
Into animals or something?
No, they I don't know. They like claim they like go into like a trance or whatever, and then they like visit like the Harry Potter dimension or whatever, and then they'll be like, I was like hanging out with like the Marauders or whatever, and you'll be like, I'm pretty sure
So you have an imagination?
Yeah, and it'll be like, but you didn't really like hang out with like Lupin as a teenager, right?
Well, there are some people online too who are fictosexual, who say that they're dating fictional characters, and it's unclear to me how much they really believe they're in a relationship with this character.
There was one really funny one where someone was like, I just got off like a really hard shift, and someone was like, oh, teach me how, and she's like, no, I was like working at Starbucks.
Well, I remember kind of thinking by the end of that conversation with that girl in high school that like she was in some kind of real bad situation maybe, but it wasn't that she really was a vampire.
Well, should we do plugs for ourselves now?
Follow the podcast at Bad Fanfic Podcast everywhere, and subscribe to us on YouTube and wherever you listen to your podcast. We're coming out Mondays at 6 p.m. is the time, right?
6 a.m.
Oh my God, that's what I meant to say. That's what I meant.
So people can listen on their
forgot.
commute.
Yeah.
I'm Arielle Dundas on like all the things. Follow me wherever you follow people.
Yeah, I'm Amanda Lynn Baez. You can follow me on Instagram and everywhere else, just not in public. And I'm the producer of Chud City Comedy, so come through at the Gutter. We're there every month.
Yay. I'm Laura Merli, but on Instagram and TikTok, I'm at Passive Abrasive, and youtube.com/Laura Merli Comedy.
And I'm Kelly Bachman. You can follow me at Kelly Bachman.
Yeah,
Kelly. And I'm Rebecca Kaplan. Follow me everywhere at Rebecca T. Kaplan, Kaplan, or go to my website, RebeccaTKaplan.com for all of my links and stuff.
Yay!
Amazing. Thanks, Kelly, for
Thank
joining us.
you. Yay!